So I was at the gym today. Can you tell? And I go over to start doing lats, and right in front of me is this chick doing squats. And let me tell you, she had a dump truck you could bounce a quarter off of. A dime, a penny, a silver dollar, doesn't matter. It bounced right off like trampoline it. I mean, Kim Kardashian champagne picture, recoil like a 50 caliber. I mean, she had it going on. She was the type when she walks up to you, she'd be like, oh, hi, I think I know you. And you would sit there and go, trying to muster out the word hi as you have a mini panic attack. But I grew a pair of balls and I mustered up the courage and I walked up to her and I said, hey, how's it going? You know, you're really pretty. And we completely hit it off. But that wasn't the problem. The problem is while we were talking, somebody entered the gym. And I looked over and I knew it could only be one person. It was George Droid, and it was chaos. He went up to the gym's front desk, and the gym's front desk people kept saying, sir, please, we don't accept money. You have to sign up for a membership. And he just kept printing $20 counterfeits. So finally I go up to him and I said, hey, you need to leave. And he looks at me in full attack mode. But me being the man I am, I get into my fighting stance and I start comboing him like my name was Hawaii in 2017. Shout out if anybody actually knows that reference. Left hook, right hook, uppercut. By the time it was over, he was on the floor and he still was trying to bribe me with $20 counterfeits. They did look really good though. And after George Droid was finally defeated, the chick ran up and gave me a kiss, a French kiss. And then everybody stood up and clapped. Yeah, so I was playing this white girl music, and then this song came on that wasn't quite white girl music, but it brought me back to a time. And that song, I forget its name, everybody heard it, but it's by Sam Smith, and it's You Say I'm Crazy. And that got me thinking, wow, you know, what a fall from grace. Why is Sam Smith a weird goblin? Now I'm going to show a montage of the slow progression where he went from, you know, a regular British dude to whatever he is now, a weird goblin. And man, it is just so sad to see. But artists do that. You need to stay relevant one way or another. Have you ever heard the term selling your soul? Well, of course you have. Some people say that it has to do with actually selling your soul. You go to the crossroads and you meet the devil and he gives you infinite fame and fortune, but you need to do this and you need to do that. I'm here to tell you that that's not how that works. All selling your soul means is just you're being in public. You know, we've seen it with Uzi, we've seen it with Thug, and Thug actually got kind of creative with it when he was wearing the dress. He realized that wearing a dress for attention might not, you know, be reciprocated that well. So he says, oh, it's to hide the chopper, man. And that bought him a little bit of his credit back. But, you know, some artists just lose it, right? Sam Smith came out and he went on that wonderful, wonderful run with these hit banger songs. And then, you know, hey, man, bills are pretty high. Probably got a couple really nice cars. Probably got some nice houses. Probably got a nice yacht that they rip daiquiris on the weekends. And especially with how ridiculous we've seen things get within the past couple of years, it really makes you sit there and think, well, yeah, you know, I'll feed into this. Why not? So then he also noticeably got fat. So, you know, we can tell he doesn't have a addiction and he's not ripping Ozempic. But somebody probably came up and told him, or somebody probably said something to the extent of, look, we have this song. It's called Unholy. It's gonna be a banger. You need to sell it. And he was probably like, oh, well, how am I gonna sell it? Well, you could always just be as weird as possible. Because, I mean, I'm sorry, buddy. You don't, whatever magic you had that you made those beautiful songs, it's not there anymore. We're going for cash grabs, all right? What? Do you want to stop making daiquiris on your yacht on the weekends? What, do you not want to do bottomless mimosa Sunday brunch every weekend? Yeah, didn't think so, Buck. Get in the devil costume. And that's exactly what he did. He sold his soul. But I also think it's interesting that he's getting a lot of flack for it, right? Because a lot of artists do this. You know, if you look at Lil Uzi Vert, he's a they, them now. Now, he could be a they, them. But I still think it's an attention ploy, you know? The same way how you get, like I said, you got that picture of him wearing the dress. You got the picture of Thug wearing the dress. But I think Sam Smith just took it to such an extent where people really weren't cool with it, and especially the religious people. I think they got really upset about it because they probably felt like their God was being mocked, which I understand how you could feel that, but he also took it to a very weird place, you know? And not that these other celebrities don't take it to a weird place, but there was just something about him Where, you know, like I said, you look at Uzi, right? I know I keep going back to this, but he had the dress on. He looks a little weird now, right? He's got the spiky hair, whatever, or however he looks. But Sam used to be such a normal, clean-cut, classy-looking guy. And now he's completely gone into whatever he's gone into now. Same kind of thing with Doja Cat, but I don't think Doja Cat gets as much flack for it, right? Doja Cat used to be very pretty with the long hair, the nice clean dress, and then she shaved her head and got a bunch of tattoos. But I don't think Doja gets as much flack for it because realistically, nobody wants to see a grown-ass man with his gut hanging out and a ridiculous haircut going, yeah, this is the real me, versus Doja where, well, there's one reason she doesn't get as much shit for it, right? I mean, come on. And the thing is, she still does get a lot of shit for it. But it's more of a, wow, Doja looks insane, but it's forgivable. Whereas Sam is like, oh my God, what a tragedy. This is the same guy that made these? Wait. This and this is the same person? I don't know. It's just sad because Sam Smith was one of my favorite artists. And he still is. The music doesn't change, but it also went from these deep, emotional songs talking about how he was hurt or talking about how he was being gaslit or talking about, whatever. I mean, the most recently notable one I can think of was Unholy, and it was just about how a guy is secretly gay. Yeah, and it blew up on TikTok, but I don't know. It just felt like a cash grab instead of something authentic. And, that's what a lot of artists deal with as well. They get big, they get rich, they get famous, and they stop relating to the fan base. But yeah, that's about it. Weird Goblin. Have a great day.